Hello everyone, welcome back to Coders Project. Today we're going to be solving a popular coding problem known as C2-sum, which is often asked in many coding interviews. I'll not just be solving this, but I'm also going to be discussing how I can make the solution more efficient. So let's dive in. So given an array of integers and an integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. So these are the two things which we need to keep in mind of, and you can return the answer in any order. Let's break this down. So we are given an array of integers and our target number. Our job is to find two indices in the array where the numbers at those indices will add up to our target. In this example over here, given this array 2, 7, 11 and 15 with a target 9, summing up 2 and 7 will give us our output, which is 9. So we need to return in the indices of 2 and 7, which is 0 and 1. So it looks pretty simple, but how exactly we're going to write an effective solution for this will brute force work. Looping through the array twice is still efficient considering smaller inputs, but when we're talking about larger inputs, the most efficient way would be to reduce the time complexity as much as we can. So brute force would end us up with O(n) squared or more than that, but we'll try to get that reduced to O(n). So we're going to be using something known as a hash map or a simple dictionary in Python. So as we go through the array, we're going to be keeping track of the numbers which we have already seen, and we'll look for their complement, the number which will complete our target. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be iterating through the array, and then we're going to calculate the complement for each of the number, and then we'll have to check if the complement already exists in our hash map, and then if it does, we found a solution. So let me walk you through this. Let me create a hash map or a dictionary. I'm just going to name it as nummap. And now we're going to loop through the array for I num and enumerate of our array, which is nums. We need to calculate the complement for each element, so we're going to be calculating our complement, which is nothing but our target minus our current number. And now if we have already seen this element before, we basically found a solution. So let's check that clause. So if our complement is in our hash map, then we are just going to be returning our indices of our two elements. And if it's not, then we have to store this number for later. So we're going to be adding that number into our hash map. Okay. So what we are doing here is we're going to be starting with an empty dictionary to store our scene numbers. As we go through the array, we're going to be keeping track of both the number and its index. And for each of the number, we're going to be calculating the complement which would complete our target. And if we have already seen that complement before, we return their indices. If not, we store the current number into our hash map. So let's go ahead and test this code out now. Okay. All the test cases have passed, and our time complexity is of 1 over here, since we're just going to be looping through the array once. So for those wondering about further optimization, this solution is already pretty much the best what we can do right now. We need to check each number at least once. That's exactly what we are doing. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Drop a comment and let me know which coding problem you'd like me to solve next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.